行くぞ教育隊
When people looked down and underestimated our main character. But later on they got shocked with their overpowered abilities, it is one of those moments where we really feel satisfied. Hey there guys, welcome to the channel. Today's topic is top 10 anime where overpowered main character is heavily underestimated. In this channel I do anime top 10s and AMVs. If you like them, then subscribe the channel and leave a like. So, without further ado, let's start the list. In 10th place we have Shaman King. Shamans are extraordinary individuals with the ability to communicate with ghosts, spirits, and gods, which are invisible to ordinary people. The Shaman Fight, a prestigious tournament pitting shamans from all over the world against each other, is held every 500 years, where the winner is crowned Shaman King. Our main character Yu Asakura, who has been forced to take part in the tournament, because his fiancée wants to be the wife of the Shaman King only. But while traveling and meeting new people, Asakura starts to feel it enjoyable. It's a good anime. With some epic fights and cool moments. In 9th place we have the Fruits of Grisaia. The story follows our main character Yuji Kazami, who has lost everything in life, including family, friends, and has seen the depth of hell in a young age. But fortunately, he was saved by a lady who took care of him and taught him everything. To begin a new life, he transferred to a school where there are only few students with tragic past. It's one of my favorite anime. It has cool fights, good pacing, and of course, savage main character. In 8th place we have Bofuri. After receiving an invitation from her friend Riza Shiramine, Kaide Hanju begins playing the VRMMO game New World Online, as the character Maple. Lacking knowledge of the game, she allocates all her status points to defense. As a result, her movements are slow, she cannot use magic, and even gets attacked by the rabbits. However, she obtains a skill called Absolute Defense, due to maxing out her vitality points, and a counter skill that kills in a single hit. A mobile fortress style, novice with a poisonous skill that makes all attacks invalid and overrides all obstacles. She goes off to adventures, disregarding her irregularities. This a enjoyable anime. Even though, it doesn't have any risk of life, like Sword Art Online. It has epic fights, good pacing and decent storyline. I really enjoyed this anime.
たかだか下着姿見ただけでしょいやだって下着ぐらいで腹切りってさ
プレイのスリーアウト平民はこの私が直々に消し済みにしてあげるわ
In 7th place we have Chivalry of a Failed Knight. The school sword action story revolves around magic knights, modern magic users who fight with weapons converted from their souls. Iki Kurogane, our protagonist who goes to a school for these magic knights, but he is the failed knight, or worst one, who is failing because he has no magical skills. However, one day, he is challenged to a duel by Stella, a foreign princess and the number 1 student. In this duel, the loser must be obedient for life. It is one of the best Magic Academy anime I have seen in my life. It has epic fight, excellent storyline and good pacing. If you haven't watched it yet, then you are missing something really good. In 6th place we have World Trigger. When a gate to another world suddenly opens on Earth, Mikado City is invaded by strange creatures known as neighbors, malicious beings impervious to traditional weaponry. In response to their arrival, an organization called the Border Defense Agency has been established to combat the neighbor menace through special weapons called triggers. Even though several years have passed after the gate first opened, neighbors are still a threat, and members of Border remain on guard to ensure the safety of the planet. Despite this delicate situation, members in training, such as Osamu Mikumo, were not permitted to use their triggers outside of headquarters. But when the mysterious new student in his class is dragged into a forbidden area by bullies, they are attacked by neighbors, and Osamu has no choice but to do what he believes is right. However, the transfer student Yuma Kuga makes short work of the aliens, revealing that he is a humanoid neighbor in disguise. It's a good anime. It has cool fights, tournaments and decent storyline. In 5th place we have By the Grace of the Gods. The story starts when Ryuma Takebayashi dies in his sleep at the age of 39, after leading a life of misfortune. Taking pity on him, 3 deities offer him the chance to reincarnate in a world of magic, where he has only one mission, to be himself and enjoy life. They bestow upon Ryuma powerful physical abilities as well as the affinity to master all elements, and promise to watch over him. His new life as a young child officially starts when he is teleported into a forest. 3 years go by. Having spent most of his time researching slimes, Ryuma has managed to evolve unique kinds of slimes, training an army of them while developing his magic abilities. Although the young boy is happy with his hermit existence and comfortable cave home, he somewhat misses the company of humans. But after healing an injured member of a passing group of travelers from a duke's household, Ryuma is persuaded to go with them and exit the forest. It is a very good anime. If you like anime without a serious storyline, but fun to watch, then it may be your pick.
お前にしてやるよ。何言ってやがん。
ひざまずけ。
In 4th place we have Noblesse. The story centers in a world where certain people who have special powers are called nobles. And our protagonist, Razel, awakens from his 820-year slumber. He holds the special title of Noblesse, which is a pure-blooded noble and protector of all other nobles. In an attempt to protect Razel, his servant Frankenstein enrolls him at Ran High School, where Razel learns the simple and quotidian routines of the human world, through his classmates. However, the Union, a mighty secret organization with strings around the globe, and a goal to rule the world, dispatches modified humans and gradually encroaches on Razel's life, progressively, which causes him to wield his mighty power to protect those around him. It is a really good anime. It has epic fights, cool main character and excellent pacing. In 3rd place we have Sk8 the Infinity. Reki, a high school sophomore and skater, is addicted to a highly secret and dangerous downhill skateboarding race that takes place in an abandoned mine. The skaters are especially wild about the beefs, or heated battles that erupt in the races. Reki takes Langa, a transfer student returning to Japan after studying abroad, to the mine where the races are held. Langa, who has no skateboarding experience, finds himself pulled into the world of S. This is a great anime. Even though it doesn't have any action moment, it gave me a feeling of excitement. If you haven't watched it yet, then I greatly recommend you to try it out.
おい、白猫。
白猫って私のこと？私にはシスティーナって名前が。
愛している。実は一目見た時からお前に惚れていた。はい、注目。白猫の顔が真っ赤になりましたね。見事、言葉ごときがあいつの意識に影響を与え。
In 2nd place we have Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor. The story takes place in Alzano Empire, the home to one of the most distinguished magic schools in the world, the Alzano Imperial Magic Academy. Here, ambitious young students undergo training to become competent magicians. Sistine Feibel, a stern noble girl, and her bright-eyed best friend Rumia Tingle attend the academy, determined to cultivate their magical skills. However, their world is thrown for a loop, when their favorite teacher suddenly retires, and the enigmatic Glenn Radars replaces him. His lazy and indifferent attitude toward life and magic, quickly puts him at odds with his class. What's more, nefarious forces hidden within the Empire's walls, start to become active, and Sistine, Rumia, and Glenn find themselves caught up in their schemes. It has a good storyline, cool fights and excellent pacing. You can watch the anime in YouTube too. In first place we have Kuroko no Basket. In the story, Kagami Taiga has just enrolled into Siren High School, when he meets Kuroko Tetsuya of the school's basketball team. Kuroko happens to be the shadowy sixth member of the legendary Generation of Miracles basketball team. Together, Kagami and Kuroko aim to take their team to the Inter-High School Championship, against Kuroko's former teammates. This is without a doubt one of the best sports anime I have ever seen. It has excitement throughout the series. It has great animation, decent storyline and epic moments. With this our list is complete. If you like them, then, consider subscribing the channel. Because I keep bringing videos like this. Check out my other videos too. You might find something new to watch. See you again in my next video. Thanks for watching.